Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a reaction video. I don't know if I've ever done one of these on this channel, but I see Meg with books especially, it does this all the time, and I just thought it would be so much fun. As I just posted an absolutely ridiculously huge summer book haul on my channel, I thought I would react to a very old summer book haul on my channel. This was from August 24th, 2018, so we're coming up on 5 years ago I posted a summer book haul on this channel, and I'm just curious to know how many of these books I've read, if I have unhauled them, what I thought of them, and how many of them are still unread. But before we hop into the reaction, if you're new here, hello, my name is Emily. This is MacInnis Mama, where you will find mostly bookish content. If you like reaction videos, you'll have to let me know and I can see if I can do more of these. I just think that they're a lot of fun. But let's hop into this haul. I don't even know how to go about editing this. I'm gonna try and pop the video up beside me and see where we go. Okay, let's go. The lighting is atrocious. Today's video is going to be a big book haul, maybe the biggest one that I will ever do. The biggest book haul I will ever do. I've posted some pretty large book hauls over the last few years. A lot of these are really popular books you've seen here on YouTube, maybe from the last year or so. Some from a long time ago that, as I keep mentioning, I am like behind on the times when it comes to reading. This is my bag of books. Like that is, there's quite a bit in here. These are the books that are not included in my Value Village haul. I can already see that this is not going to go well for me based on what I just waved up a little bit. My Kindle app on my phone, I bought ebooks of them. The first is Up to I Do by Samantha March, which I have mentioned a few times on my channel so far. I did buy a while ago. I'm a little over halfway through. So I have read Up to I Do by Samantha March. This is like a chick lit type book. It's very short. It's like leading up to her wedding. It was okay. I enjoyed my time reading it, but it wasn't a favorite. The second ebook I bought was The Poppy War by... I still have not read The Poppy War, and I think having it, I now have a Kindle, which I didn't at the time of this video, is preventing me from reading it. So I think I might just eventually purchase, preferably thrifted, a physical copy of that book. I think I would enjoy that more, but it was on mega sale, so I bought it on my Kindle. It was like $2.99 or something. Well, I bought it on my phone, but I still have not read that one. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Nope. Still haven't read that one. I think I've been spoiled after like everyone watched the movie, but it is still on my shelf, so I do still hope to read that one. These two books I got out of my community book exchange. I mostly use it for the kids. There really is rarely anything that I am interested in personally, but these two I did pick up. I got this, and this is The Nanny Diaries by Emma McLaughlin and Nicola Kraus. So that is The Nanny Diaries. I am not sure if I have unhauled that or if it is still on my shelves. I will pop it up here, but I definitely did not read that book. Last week I found this. This is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and I also got The Handmaid's Tale from that little free library. I still have not read that one either, and that is a book I really do want to get to and then eventually watch the adaptation for that as well, but I'm kind of worried it's going to be like a bit more of a tough read. Let me know if you read it and if you enjoyed it, but that still is on my shelves and I still have not read it. The rest of these books I bought from Value Village last week. I just went in there and basically picked up anything that I had heard of and was interested in reading. Obviously, I wouldn't pick up things that I really wasn't interested in reading. I'm going to start with this one. This is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I think I go on to say, I'm trying to speed this up a little bit because it's taking a long time at this point. I have read Game of Thrones and I rebought the first book because I lent mine out of my box set to my brother a very long time ago, and then it was never to be seen again. So when I saw another like mass market paperback, like the size that would fit into my box set at Value Village, I picked it up so that I would have the complete set once again. Here, next up, I have Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Again, this is a movie that I have not yet seen. Next, I'm holding Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This is another thriller that I'm pretty sure I've been spoiled on, unfortunately. Again, I feel like when a lot of people are watching a popular movie and maybe they're not readers, people spoil things for you, especially if you're someone like me that really wants to read the book first. So I'm pretty sure I know what's going on with Gone Girl, so I've just been putting it off, but I believe I do have this on my 23 books to read in 2023, so this fall I should really make this happen. Really, all these books I'm saying, if I still own them and haven't read them, we're coming up on 5 years, so I should pull those off my shelf and maybe set them aside, and maybe I'll put those on my 24 to read in 2024 if I don't get to them this year. I have The Martian by Andy Weir. I'm pretty sure I've also lent this to my brother, and I wish I did have it on my shelves still because I did read this and I loved it. It was a 5-star read for me. It's definitely one, if I don't get it back, I will repurchase it because I loved it so much. I've actually, in my book haul that I just posted, just bought Project Hail Mary, which I'm very excited about. Same author, Andy Weir, and maybe I'm going to step back into sci-fi a little bit more. I feel like I have definitely gotten away from that in the last few years. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Still haven't read that one either. This is one of those books I'm almost scared to read because it is so beloved on BookTube. I have seen some people hate it, but more so I feel like people love this book. It's very atmospheric. I feel like it gives me fall winter vibes. I did mean to pick it up at the beginning of this year and just didn't get to it. This is also on my priority TBR cart currently, so hopefully I'll get to it soon. I love how in the intro of this video I said it was probably the biggest book haul I will ever do, and so far we haven't even really chatted about that many books. Next up I have The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This seems to be a really popular adult fantasy. This is going worse than I even suspected or expected it to go. The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. No. Haven't read that one. I did mean to pick it up when, I think it was a couple years ago now, they had Bonathon. Great name. It was a read-along for the Bone Season, but I just never got to it. What do you want me to say? I am, you know that meme that says like buying books and reading books are two different hobbies? That's kind of where I'm at. I've been mostly reading library books and KU books, and yet my physical bookshelves are completely overflowing and I need a new, like an additional bookshelf, but I'm not reading them. And so far the only one I think I've unhauled is maybe the Nanny Diaries. So I'm still just hoarding all these books on my bookshelves. The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt I actually did unhaul. I don't know if there's something like funky going on with my copy because I did get it at Value Village, but mine like molded. It was gross. I pulled it off my bookshelf one time and like all of the edges of the pages were like gross and it was kind of sticky, so I threw that book away. You'll have to let me know if The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt is worth the read, if I should pick it up secondhand again, because I'm pretty sure I've seen it multiple times at my local charity bookshop, which I go to more often than I should. I do know The Secret History by Donna Tartt is kind of like the OG dark academia book, but I don't know if The Goldfinch is worth my time and effort because it is a big book and I feel like Donna Tartt's writing can be kind of pretentious, or am I just making that up? Okay, we're almost done. Next, I picked up The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I have read The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I did unhaul my copy and then kind of regretted it, so I'm actually borrowing the whole series right now from my best friend Rebecca, and I have read Red Queen, Cruel Crown, which is the novellas, and Glass Sword. So I'm making progress on this series as well. This is a YA fantasy series that is very typical of its time in the 2010s era. I feel like a lot of fantasy series kind of fell into this like the tropes are the same, you know what I mean? But I'm enjoying the series so far and I do want to continue it soon with the third full book. The last two books that I bought are actually for Max. These are middle grade books. The series of Unfortunate Events, I have slowly but surely been collecting the entire series. Mostly for my children, but for readathons or if I need something really short, I do pick them up myself occasionally too. So in this book haul, I found two at Valley Village that we did not have. Okay, wow. So that was it. I really feel like I hyped this book haul up in that intro. Let me put the stats here on the side on how many books I've read, how many books I've unhauled, and how many books are still on my shelf that are unread. And those unread books I am going to pull down and set aside, and as I read through my priority TBR cart books right now, I'm going to be adding those ones in because coming up on 5 years of owning these and not reading them is a little ridiculous. And I feel like the ones that I know for sure I still have, I am still interested in them. I don't know why I haven't gotten to them yet. You'll have to let me know if you ever fall into this, where you buy books that you're really excited about and then you just never get to them, but you're also unwilling to let go of them. I'm actually really good at, once I've finally gotten to a book and read it physically, if I don't love it, if it's like 3-star or lower, I will unhaul it like immediately. It just doesn't go back on my bookshelf. It gets set aside for the next time I go to my local charity bookshop. I mention that place frequently on my channel, but it's just like one person runs it out of her home and 90% of the sales, they get lumped together and I believe it's quarterly. They gift them to a community member in need, whether they've had a death in the family, a loss of a job, or going through hard times, like whatever it is, this charity bookshop just gives them a check, and it's supporting my local community and it really means a lot to me. So when I'm like hauling books and I'm like, it was $1, I don't care, it was $1, I don't care, I bought it because I saw it, I know that that dollar, well, the 90 cents of my dollar is going to someone in need in my community, and then if I don't like the book, I will give it back to them and they can sell it for $1 to somebody else. So I have like zero guilt about buying books at a local thrift shop. So if any of these books I don't want, or I read them and then don't like them, I will donate them to this local bookshop that I frequent quite a lot. I mean, that's what frequent means. Right, okay, this video actually put me in kind of a weird mood because I thought for sure I would do much better than I actually did. I'm not sure why I really thought that, but the unread books are getting pulled down. I'm going to read them. If they're not read by the end of the year, I will add them into my 24 to read in 2024 challenge, because I don't want books to be sitting on my shelf forever and ever unread. That seems really silly. I feel like this is exactly what happens to Meg with books, is she goes into the video super confident, and then as the video goes on, it's like, oh, what have I been reading if not any of these books? You'll have to let me know if this was fun or entertaining in any sort of way, if there are any of these books that I definitely need to read ASAP, and if you would like to see other reacting videos. I don't know if to like past TBRs or more book hauls. I've posted quite a number of book hauls on this channel over the years, but this one was labeled summer book haul, so that's why I chose this one to do. I'm rambling on for far too long. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!